Hello friends. Now we are discussing sublime. The concept of sublime given by Longinus. Yes. We have already seen what is sublime according to Longinus, but further if we explain, you can see it is the echo of the greatness of the soul. It is the echo of the greatness of the soul. Greatness of the soul. The echo of the greatness of the soul. Or the image of a great soul. Same image of a great soul. Image of it. Or you can say, put it this way, that indescribable realm of harmonious configurations of great thoughts, great emotions expressed in excellent language. I will repeat that sentence. That is, that indescribable realm where great thoughts, great language, so great thoughts and great emotions are expressed in excellence, excellent language. Eloquence means excellent speaking. Understand? So greatness is involved. Greatness, great soul. Image of the great mind. The magnanimous, Mahatma. We call Mahatma Gandhi Mahatma, very great soul. Mahatma Gandhi, that is a sublime. An example of sublime, sublimity, we can see. Isn't it? Yeah. So, that is further I am defining that soul by some other expressions. Now, what are the sources of sublime? What are the sources of the sublime? He gives 5. Of these 2 are inborn. 2 you cannot cultivate. You cannot acquire. 2 are inborn and the remaining 3 can be acquired. Now which are the 2 which are inborn? As Shakespeare says, some are born weak. There is no competition. Some are born weak. Some are greatness and greatness is trusted person, etc. You can say, but some are born weak. And those who are born weak, they are the people who possess their special sublimity in their minds. They are genius. So, 2 inborn sources of the sublime. The first one is the power of forming great conceptions. The power of forming great conceptions means grandeur of thought, greatness of thought. Now, how can you are born like that? Then what are the qualities of greatness? The qualities of greatness he gives. Longinus gives. First one is benevolence. Benevolence is goodwill. Benevolence and a love of truth. That will take you directly to God. You participate in His being. The Bible says the image and likeness of God. Image and likeness of God means this. You are benevolence and also you have a love of truth. Then naturally great thoughts will come to your mind. Great thoughts will come to your mind. Magnificent ideas will come to your mind. So the stuff of art is great. The stuff is great thoughts. And great thoughts come from a great mind. There is a saying in Latin, nemo dat quote non-habit. Nemo that. Nemo means nobody. That means gives. Nemo that quote means what? Nemo that quote non-habit. Non-habit means don't have. You cannot give what you don't have. Listen, Nemo means nobody gives what he does not have. So if you don't have these great thoughts, you cannot give but to a great God. First and foremost, it is a great thought. And it has got an ethical base. And that is benevolence and your love of God. Your love of truth. Then you become a member of the Darbar of God. Like Homer, Plato, Sappho, Moelia, Shakespeare, Chaucer, T.S. Eliot, Hopkins, then W.B. Yeats, Wordsworth, yes, Shelley, Keats. So these are people, when you go to enter the Darbar of God, you will find such people. Understand? Plato, Aristotle, Demosthenes, I forgot, sorry. So he is always praising Demosthenes throughout his treatise. Demosthenes, his passions roll out, he says, like a torrent, sweeping everything on its way. That we will consider when we come to the second inborn quality. But this first one is greatness of thought. And greatness of thought you cannot acquire. You are born with that, inborn. Some are born great, cannot help it. Benevolence. And greatness of thought, those people who have got greatness of thought, they have another, they added to this is, or connected to this is, a brave disorder. A brave disorder, is it? A brave disorder. Or you can say, the capacity to take risk. In this connection, I will tell you something that you know already, but with a slight twist. That is in paradise. Adam and Eve, they were living a very happy life. Suddenly what happens? Somebody comes and tells Eve, you want to become God, they are not humans, to do this. And she takes the risk. There is a brave disorder. Otherwise, imagine what a dull life would have been in paradise and in the world today. If we have everything, can eat, drink and be merry, and how long can you continue like this? Without doing any work, without laboring. You cannot imagine. You know, the fathers of the church, they say, those who lived in the apologetic fathers, 2nd century CE, CE means common era. Instead of AD, we are saying now CE, common era. They say it is a happy fall. The risk taken by our great mother Eve, if you believe all the story, then that is a happy fall. Happy fall. So that means, what is it? It is a fault, but it is happy fall. All these geniuses, they are doing the same. They take brave risks, brave disorder. Shakespeare, how many? Language itself will find. As very often we say, this double negatives, and Joseph describing the character of the knight, he says, he never had ne villainy ne say. Three, what's called a chain of negatives. But do you think that there is something wrong, or do you think that it does some what's called rough notes in your ears? No, it runs like that. He never had ne villainy ne say. So that is the great mind. Listen, great thoughts, great mind. Then great work. So in that way, if we say, our mother Eve, she is a paragon of Sublime. Paragon of the Sublime. Because the fathers, the church fathers say, it is a happy fall. Otherwise, Jesus would not have been born, he would have not Christmas. So that is something. But at the same time, you should understand that You can, then you will say, what is T.S. Eliot said, pastness of the past. If you are born great, then what is the role of pastness of the past? Pastness of the past. That is, what is pastness of the past means? Existing order of literature. He the best, in his mind he had European literature. The existing order, pastness of the past means the existing works of literature, great works. So, what can this pastness of the past do to an author who is born great, inborn, sublimity? Yes. So there, Longinus says, they can illumine. They can illumine. Just like genetics loads the gun and environment pulls the trigger. That's it. Environment pulls the trigger. So, if you keep company with the masterminds and their great works, masterminds of the past, touch with them, naturally what will happen? You will also be influenced by them. Or you know what I said? Suppose there is a gold coin. The gold coin is buried in the dust. The strong wind comes and removes that dust. You find the gold coin. So the sublimity of the mind is like that. A sublime mind is like that. Maybe there may be some clouds or some environmental problems. But then that is removed. How can that be removed? By coming into contact with great all these masterpieces of the masterminds of the past, and that is vastness of the past. He clearly says, the present should be directed by the past. That doesn't mean that the present author is a doll. The present author is a genius. Only then it will have effect on you. For another example, I will say, a burning piece of wood. Near that you keep another piece of wood that has the capacity to burn. Then immediately it will catch fire. The burning piece of wood is the great masterminds of the past. And the piece of wood that you are putting near that is the man who is loaded with the gun. So this fire will pull the wood. That is it. So they can illumine. They can illumine this great organization. That is pastness of the past means. See that? He says, he gives a list of great authors who have this capacity, inborn capacity of great thoughts, can conceive great thoughts. Homer, Plato, Cervantes, Shakespeare, Milton he is not giving, Demosthenes, Sappho, the lesbian poet, Sappho, is specially, he takes that ode to jealousy, ode on jealousy, written by Sappho. He is special mention for that, because it is the product of, can come only from the mind of a great author, who can conceive great thoughts, who can conceive great thoughts in his mind, her mind, in this case. And Moilier, the Frenchman Moilier, so these are the people that he lists as the great men. So, sources of discussing the sources of the Sublime, first two, the remaining three we will see later, cannot acquire, inborn. But at the same time, you can make it shine better. So that the gift is given, you can make it shine better. Like St. Paul says, when love comes, all the other rules, they disappear. They vanish in the thin air. All the rules, 10 commandments, 15 commandments, 20 commandments, sub-rules, rules, everything simply will vanish in the thin air when love takes over. Definition of love in his epistle to the Corinthians. Understand? Like that, when genius comes, all the rules will just disappear. will vanish into thin air. And the genius has the power to take risks and also to commit faults. And the faults of the genius, the faults of a man who has got the power of conceiving great thoughts, they are all happy faults, like that of Mother Eve. Put inverted commas. Yeah, that's it. So this is the first one. Alright. Then the second is Sublime. We have now thinking about what are the sources of the Sublime. Sublime we have it's a vigorous and spirited vigorous and spirited treatment of passion. A vigorous and spirited treatment of passions. That is the capacity to treat passions and also express them in excellence of language, eloquent language. Passion, genuine passions, not like a hired mourners at a funeral. Not like the hired mourners at a funeral. He gives the example of domestic. Is that God's gift, he says. His imagination has no bounds. It transcends the boundary of the universe. He says his emotions, passions flow like a torrent, removing all the things in its way. He compares it to the eruptions of Mount Etna, the volcano. Mount Etna, the fire-spitting Etna. So there, his passions are like that. So only a great author can conceive, or you can see, we will take a number of examples you will see. Alfred Lord Tennyson's husband did not die. A woman's husband died, whom they brought her various death. That emotion expressed in that poem, that short poem, finally, like a summer tempest, the tears rolled out, and she said, "Sweet child, I will live for thee." Emotion, expression of emotion. That is the expression of emotion. Alfred Lord Tennyson was not that woman, but he felt it. A genuine passion, he felt it, and he could express it in the best of language, best of words, you can say. Shakespeare was not Othello, but the last scenes when he enters the bedroom of Desdemona, saying, "Put out the light," and put out the light, and then put out the light, that is the passion expressed. And Shakespeare could feel it. Listen. And King Lear raves, never, 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 never. Shakespeare could feel it. That is the great emotion. Act 5, Scene 2, Dr. Faustus. Lende quite equis noctus. Equi noctus. Lende. Curite. Curite means run. Courier comes from that. So run slowly. Run slowly. Curite. Procurator comes from that. Curare means run. Run for others. That's the meaning. Procurator. Running for others. Finding finance and other. Let's forget about it. But passion, no. Now we are in a passionate mood, so I don't want to explain such things and reduce the vehemence of your passion. So, lende, curite, equi noctus. Noctus, nocturnal, night. The horse that runs at night. So that was the Latin beginning. Horse running, and then the day will be dawn. So that is passion. Christopher Marlowe was not Dr. Faustus. but he felt it. That is vigorous and spirited treatment of passions. Vigorous and spirited treatment of passions. Isn't it? That's why T.S. Eliot finds fault with Hamlet and Macbeth too. The passions are not properly expressed. No objective correlation. Isn't it? No objective. But on the other hand, in the Trojan women by Euripides, Hecuba's endless sorrow, endless cry, endless lament over the destiny of her children. Euripides was not that woman, Hecuba, but he could feel genuine passion and he could express it. Understand? And same thing we can see wherever you find the real, genuine passion expressed, you will be transported. That is sublime. So great thoughts and great passions. Then, no, naturally what will happen? You will be a transport. Imagination. You have to put yourself in that position. That's why Longinus says, Helen is beautiful, but Hecuba is sublime. Homer doesn't express such great emotions in Helen, but Euripides could in Hecuba. That's why Hecuba is sublime, and Helen remains a beautiful figure in the history of Greek literature, we can see. Understand? So, great power of emotion. Then again, you can see, no? Othello, I have King Lear as these are T.S. Eliot or the Winhour. Great emotion is expressed. Isn't it? Passionate expression of emotion. Vermilion at the end. So, that is sublime. You go read through this, then you will find that. You take Act 5, Scene 2 and read from beginning to the end of that speech, that monologue by Dr. Faustus. At night if you read, you will start shivering as though you are reading a oral classic, something like Dracula. That means you are moved. You are transported. So two inborn qualities. Naturally you will ask me again, what is the role of pastness of the past? Yes. You read, be in the company of these masterminds of the past. Then this will really, what we must say, you are not influenced, but you become part of it. That is sublime. Sublimity is that level. So friends, today we have discussed two main points, so to say, two sources of sublime. Sublime we have already seen that realm, indescribable realm of harmonious configurations of thought, passions, great thoughts, great passions, expressed in excellence of diction. That moves you. So first and foremost source is inborn. Your capacity to form great conceptions, grandeur of thought. Grandeur of thought requires grandeur of mind. Grandeur of mind means benevolence and love of truth. Only a person who has benevolence and love of truth can. Suppose they are always negative and we are thinking about wrong things and bad things and low level things. Can anything come out of you? Nothing will come out of you. Nothing will come out of nothing. That's it. So, the other should be like that. Imagine such an author. And then when he has taken in the emotions of others, his characters, no decorum, no rule, nothing is required here. It comes down like a torrent, like the eruptions of Mount Etna. That is sublime. Right? So tomorrow you will see, the next class, may not be tomorrow, you will see one after another 3 other sources of the Sublime. I hope you are enjoying my classes. Then you must definitely subscribe to my channel so that you can get information about more videos that I am going to upload in the near future. I am working on this literary criticism, classical, and soon I will be moving to our modern literary critical theories. Understand? And then parallel I am also doing linguistics, as you can see. I have already covered phonetics, phonology and morphology. And next, the grammar part will come, traditional grammar, IC analysis, PSG, that is PSC now, PSG, that is phrase structure grammar, then TG, transformational generative, and GB, ending in GB, X bar, theory and government and binding, social linguistics, psycholinguistics, and other things. Right? So if you are interested, and if you like the way that I am doling out this information, you are welcome, free of cost. You are welcome to subscribe to my videos. Okay? Fine. Bye.